So we are here today to talk to you about the Momentum V3.
You sure?
Nope.
You want to know something? I've never really given a crap about names of anything. I just like that it functions and works.
I was close. And there should be no excuse for me for getting this because it's actually my initials. It's the VS3 Altimeter watch. The reason we're talking to you about our watch is because we are very gear intensive with what we do. We travel around the world filming adventure. We go to extreme heights operating above 5,000 meters above sea level, deep into the jungle, deserts where it's extremely hot. We put our gear to the limit, and we have spent a long time looking for a watch that can keep up with us.
When I first started going after a watch around 2000, I went for the Suunto, and it was super simple. Had just altimeter, no recharging, no GPS, and then eventually you couldn't find it. So I wore that Suunto up until just like a couple years ago. Then somebody bought me the Suunto, was I think X something another, GPS, had to recharge it. I never used it. And then we ran into Momentum, and I was like, all right, back to old school that functions, is not complicated. You know, we're not out there with rechargers.
Our biggest criteria is to have a non-rechargeable watch. We have so much stuff that needs to be recharged. We've got cameras, we've got drones, we've got our own phones. And so for me to pick up another piece of equipment that needs access to a wall plug is just, it's not desirable. So the first thing that grabbed us about this is you don't have to recharge it. We eventually have to replace the watch battery like you would with, I guess, traditional watches.
And we don't always get back to a car or a hotel for a while. So if this has a GPS on it, it's gonna suck the power right out of the battery. Because I use the altimeter for my navigation. When you have this, you also wanna know this.
Well, that's the other point. A lot of people might be thinking that, well, if the GPS allows me to navigate and help me if I'm lost. I guess for us, we know how to navigate, Eric in particular. So having navigational abilities isn't that beneficial to us.
And if you have a GPS on your watch, you should still know how to use your map and compass.
So they actually call it an ABC watch, which stands for
Altimeter, barometer, and compass.
Our favorite function is the altimeter because we do a lot of work at high altitude, and of course, as Eric said, it's great for navigation.
But on top of all that, it's a darn good timepiece. So even going in and changing the functions over internationally on the chronometer is very easy to do. I just can't say enough about the simplicity I need out there, because sometimes I am just done. I'm blowing bubbles, and I can't be going through 400 layers of menu.
The main heads-up display will have the date, it's got the time and then the second. So that's just the main simple display. You can format this for American dates, Australian dates, British dates, wherever you're from. You can put it in imperial and metric, and then it's really just simple. You got 4 buttons and you can just quickly cycle through. It's got world time.
What's really nice on it is it has a LED backlight. Another thing that we really like about this watch, we bust this stuff up against coral, you know, in Okinawa, down rivers. We smash it on everything that's available because I don't want to think about what I'm wearing. And this has the sapphire crystal glass on it. I have smashed this point onto rocks recently, and this thing is nice and clear, no scratches at all.
Obviously waterproof to 50 meters, which is in feet.
About 160 feet.
It's not advertised as a dive watch. Momentum does have good dive watches, but for us, it has not let us down.
We've brought this watch into every environment and literally have not given it a second thought. And that's what we like to do. Walk in with our gear and not think about it, and it better work.
So if you're looking for some bomber watches, check out Momentum and the other ranges and styles they have out there. We've picked this one up for our adventure film work, but you never know what you might find on their website.
They have a lot of analog watches. We chose this one for what we need. See what you need out there.
Of course, be sure to subscribe to our channel because we've got tons of other cool adventure videos. You can actually see us doing what we've just described.
See this watch in action.
Cut. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe.
Did you get it? Thank you for watching.